Warren Smith. Okay, let's watch the Warren Smith one first. It's a little bit more safe. Yeah, let's watch this one. Woke reporter shuts down my interview when I expose her as a racist. Here we go.
Debate it. You can't be racist against white people. You can be prejudiced against white people. Racism implies a power imbalance.
I love how Warren just sits there. He doesn't like change his face. He doesn't like look at them disgustedly. He just sits there and he just takes it in. Dude, I love Warren Smith videos. They're so good.
That's just how it is. That there's no way.
Oh my god, it's how it is.
It's just how it is.
This is actually. Wait, hold up. So you're telling me they're the same in real life as they are on X? Because this is exactly an argument that you would hear on X.
So racism implies a power imbalance.
Where'd you learn that?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
That is.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
Water fountains. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
You're racist. That's how it is. That's my argument.
That's how you want to take it.
You don't think you can advance any more on that?
I really don't want to.
I wanted to get this out quickly because this is one of the most important interactions I've ever caught on camera. I was at a student summit speaking to students. A reporter sat down who was covering the event.
When people are talking about DEI, they're specifically talking about trying to achieve specific outcomes.
Yes.
So you said, I don't think it logically works.
Okay.
I tried to point out to her that DEI inevitably is racist, logically. There's no way around it.
Because I think it's the only example of systemic racism anyone's been able to provide to me.
It's not systemic racism.
It basically it's racist by... It's really racist by default, by nature. DEI by its nature is racist. It's indivorceable from racism, actually.
Against you. Well, everyone deserves a chance to speak and a chance to kind of be out there. We are only as good as representing everyone in their nation. It's not just white men. It's not just rich people. We need every single voice there.
So it'd be equal opportunity, right?
Yes.
Okay, but equity is equal outcome.
Yes.
So it's a different word. That's why we have a different
but we should be focusing on, we should be fighting for equality and equity.
Okay.
It's both sides of the coin.
But if equity is, am I misunderstanding equity?
Source? I made it the fuck up.
I don't think you are. I think equity is leveling the playing field so then everyone can reach an equal opportunity.
Okay, so let's run through an example. Like, how do we level the playing field? I'm a firefighter, volunteer firefighter, so let's use that as an example. If there's not enough of a specific skin color in the fire department, how do we fix that without being racist?
It's also just reaching out to demographics who don't...
That's advertising.
It's advertising, yes.
But that's not equity.
It's making sure those people that feel comfortable joining a group like firefighters.
So we'll put, because mentally we have this column of advertising. I'm trying to put that aside and understand equity though.
Yeah.
Because you're advocating for DEI, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can you get into the DEI
They can't actually explain it.
Just that, like, everyone is equal of a... I don't really understand what you're asking.
So keep in mind, this is someone who has already graduated college. I doubt she has ever...
You're telling me that you're paying 6 figures for that shit? And, like, a lot of the times it's subsidized by the taxpayer? Fucking hell. What the fuck? Yeah, university's a scam. Yeah, exactly. I made a song about that.
Been challenged on this ever before.
It's opening up these doors for everyone so we don't have to get to a point where that is an issue.
Can we get specific though? What does it mean opening up the doors without lowering standards?
It's allowing people to understand that everyone is welcome and bridging the gap. Advertising. I agree with you on that aspect. I think that's part of it. It's showing off
so what's the
that
other
you're...
part, though?
What do you mean?
How do you get equal outcome?
By making sure the standards are the same, by making sure everyone feels welcome and is trained the same way. That has nothing to do, DEI has nothing to do with standards.
Wait,
you just
what?
said making sure everyone is trained the same way.
Yes.
How is that DEI?
That's just basic hiring.
Right, that's my point.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So can you explain to me DEI?
DEI is making sure everyone feels welcome and secure, and that you're
DEI
not.
is just making people feel welcome.
It's making sure everyone has the equal opportunity to apply to something.
And here we see the virus in the wild doing its best to escape the predator.
Everyone has the equal opportunity to get hired.
That'd be equality.
That's not DEI. DEI means something very specific. Equity means something different than equality. That's why we have different words for both of them.
Okay.
Yo, Don, thank you so much for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Don. Dude, you've been killing it with the AI stuff, man. I love it. I love it. Keep doing it, man. Thank you.
The equal ability to become
I
a
can't
firefighter.
wait.
Yes.
That's not equity.
I can't wait to work on AI stuff.
Okay.
I'm in withdrawal.
So do you think DEI now, if we look at it through this lens, do you think pushing for equal outcomes might be a flawed process?
I still don't think so.
Equity means equality of outcome. No one can explain to me
Yeah.
how you're going to achieve that without being, by definition, racist. The only response she can offer is to change the very definition of racism.
I think you
Yep,
can debate
this is
the
how they
language,
operate.
and you can confuse people with how you debate the language.
This is why they added that it's prejudice plus power. The reason they added that is because there's no way to rationalize it. There's no way to rationalize what you're doing, what they're doing as racist against white people, unless you redefine what racism even means in the first place.
I just think fighting for everyone to have equal rights, equal opportunities, and making sure that playing field is equality and equity go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the
Leaflit, your
other.
voice sounds different today. Yeah, I'm on a really scuffed mic. Like, this mic is not as good as I usually use, so that's why. It's a different microphone.
Okay, so the words mean specific things, and we have two different words because they mean
Yes.
different. It's not like a word game, right? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay, so if they go hand in hand, but can you explain what's the difference between equity versus equality?
Equity is making sure that, so
She's
let's say
scared.
equality is just kind of giving
The
everyone
virus
the same
is
opportunity.
scared.
Equity is everyone has the same opportunity, but you might not have access to that opportunity because
The voice changer is
of
cracking. Oh yeah, right.
obstacles.
Let me turn that back on. Let me just adjust that. Ooh.
In your way. So everyone has access to apply to a job. Not everyone can, let's take colleges. Everyone has access to apply to colleges. Not everyone can afford the application fee. Not everyone can afford a college counselor to make sure they get in. Not everyone can afford tuition, loans, et cetera, et cetera.
Socioeconomically,
yes,
I agree
equity
with you.
is.
Scholarships not applied on race.
She's goblet. I can't do the goblet. I don't
socioeconomic
have the
status.
setup for
You can
it.
see her face change. As soon as I say not applied on race, she's like, wait, hold up. To her, the important component is skin color. You can't take that out of the equation. And this is where she starts.
I thought you forgot to use the VTuber voice. Hello, Ubu. Hi guys, my name's Leaflit. How's it going? Ooh. I'm just a little slime girl named Leaflit.
to get upset.
So like my students, I used to be a teacher, my students taught students that came from like nothing. And the problem with equity is that it's
I'll kill you to hack. Oh my god, I almost choked. I'll kill you to hack.
only applying that socioeconomic advantage based on skin color because they're saying this group, because a group
I
skin color
disagree.
is
There's,
underrepresented.
as someone who just graduated and went through the scholarship opportunities, there's opportunities, specific scholarships for people of color, for Italians, which I am, which I don't consider myself an oppressed class. There's scholarships for low-income people. Every single demographic, there is a way to give a boost up for.
So I guess I'm just curious. I don't understand why we break people down into groups.
What's really interesting is he should have asked, why don't you consider yourself from the press class as an Italian? And then if she says like there wasn't anything that happened, you could have went into, well, you know, Italians were heavily discriminated against like in the early 1900s, and you could have went into that and baited them into like using that same argument to like then disarm them from the other racism stuff. Would have been amazing.
We shouldn't, but that's where we always have been. the whole point of, I guess, is to level that. It's to make it so we get
kind of a hard attack though. Like that attack would not work against like a very, very strong it's a very shallow attack. It wouldn't work very well against like a person, because then they would say like it's not the same because of slavery, and they have that avenue, and then you don't really have a counter for that. But it would have been funny against a person who's like less skilled, like this person.
get to a point where those groups don't matter. But
Kicks
right
ahoy!
now,
Yeah, I see that. I'm
people-
gonna thank you, Cream Monarch, for the 500 kicks. The Marxists want to subvert the definition of racism so bad. Treating racial groups differently based on color was nothing to do has nothing to do with the power imbalance. Yep. Amalgamite, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, and thank you so much to Archetypus for the bits. Bridge is the new woke DEI. Ready your slurs. Briggers, Bridge Trolls, London Bridge. Nurgui Khan, thank you so much for the sub as well. Thank you, Meow Prison for the bit. Thank you, Iceman Disco Ball, for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Iceman Disco Ball. Thank you for the generosity and the kindness. Thank you, Sapphire Aegis, for the 100. If you took me, it took me powder covering Yukiwaru and now you, but I finally figured out why her voice sounds familiar. She sounds like if Iron Mouse was based. Nice. Lou Radio DJ, thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for being one of my common sense inspirations on the daily Leaflit. It's almost a year now. Thank you, Lou Radio. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Gail Lance, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you, Meow Prison, for the bits. Thank you, Scree, for the sub as well. Vanguard, thank you for the sub. And Delulu Lengi, thank you for the 300 bits. I can never understand how politics break friendship. I have a friend with a very liberal opinion, and we just silently agreed not to touch politics when we hang out. Yeah. It means your friend is not totally lost. Superfly, thank you so much for the sub, and thank you, Roy Flamaku, as well. Thank you, you guys. All right. Back to the video.
to then so we have that those groups don't matter, but right now for bad people they matter, so we have to overcorrect it to make it an even playing field, to then eventually down the line everyone is exactly equal. No one needs an extra boost because they haven't been disenfranchised.
This is where I run into it, and I appreciate you having this conversation.
Yes.
I mean this honestly, because you just admitted that it's a bad thing what we're doing.
It's
but
a
we're
bad thing
doing
what we were
something
doing.
bad.
I mean, previously when people weren't hired because of their race, because of their gender, because of their
So we
sexual
should do a
orientation.
I agree. Racism is bad, but I don't think implementing racism is to get over racism is logical.
It's not racism. I'm
why is it a
sorry.
bad thing?
I'm just going to say this, and you can debate it. You can't be racist against white people. You can be prejudiced against white people.
See,
Racism
this is what I mean.
implies a
They-
power
this is where they're doing the thing now. They're redefining it because they can't apply the consistent standard of their beliefs to. And this is the problem. This is where leftists get annihilated, by the way. And you can see me do this constantly on X. This is my MO, basically. This is like my bread and butter attack against any leftist that I have to debate or deal with any sort of logic battle. I basically try to hold them to their own standards. So I take their standards and I try to apply it to a consistent worldview, and they can't do that. They don't actually apply what they say to everybody. And what happens is you kind of chase them, and you kind of you put traps all around them. You say, okay, so you believe this, right? Okay, well, what about this? So like that's you just like kind of probing them, trying to find out what they actually believe. And then once you targeted it, you're like, okay, that's a very inconsistent standard. You then just try to find things that like they would obviously disagree with, but then they can't, because it's basically you try to find things that breaks the consistency of their argument, and then once they get to that point, in order to avoid being hypocritical, they will then step back and redefine everything. That's like their defense to this. It's either two things. One, they either redefine it so that they're like, oh, that's not actually what that means. This is what it means, right? Either that, or they will just be like, I'm not talking to a fascist. And then they just rage quit, basically.
balance that white people have the advantage over.
You can't. So it's where'd you learn that?
That's any bullying, any kind of form of, it's about a power imbalance. It's punching up versus punching down. Where did I learn that? I went to school, I went to university, I read, I do.
University is a fucking scam, man.
Research.
I thought
What a
racism is treating
scam.
people differently based upon the color of their skin.
I mean, on the very basics, yes, but there is the
You just said
aspect of
you
it.
can't be racist unless there's a
And here's the thing: is like even if you do say like, well, it's true because I learned it at school. Okay, well, rationalize your belief. Then tell me exactly what you believe and how you believe it. What is your definition of it? And then like let's talk from there.
power.
Because it's the same thing with bullying. It's like, it's punching up versus
Then why
punching
do we have a
down.
different word for racism versus bullying?
Because racism is bullying on the impression of race.
So it is
Wait.
race. It's not. So you can be.
Wait, you went to Yo, Dawn, you went to UCI? Like actually? Damn. I used to live right next to
racist
there.
against a specific.
When
Holy
there is
fuck.
a bully, you have a small guy and a big guy. Even if that small guy is trying to bully the big guy, there is not that same power
But you
imbalance.
see, what you're doing is you're categorizing an entire group of people as a little guy versus a big guy. How's that not racist?
Because it's systematically how it's always been. To this day,
How do you? But you're making a
You
judgment.
used to live, dude. I used to work near there, man. What the fuck? You worked in the same building as Obsidian Entertainment. Holy fuck, that's crazy.
You know, someone based
Small
on the color of
world.
skin.
That's not what I said.
You just said
I used to play Pokemon Go at Newport Beach, late at night at like 3 a.m. like a freak.
it's always been that way. You are this thing because of.
No, I said it's always been, people have always treated others that way.
Aren't you doing that though?
No.
But you just said someone with this skin color has a hierarchy of power.
Yes. I am
are
a
treating
white
them different.
person.
Yeah. You get grunions. Yeah, exactly, Looney Tune. You get grunions at Newport Beach. If you go there during a certain time, the fish they come up to fuck on the beach, and you can just take them. You get like a bucket, and you just walk up, and you just start picking them up and putting them in the bucket. Fry them up and eat them. Yep.
So I
Based
have
on
an,
the doing that though?
no.
No, it's true. So what happens is like certain times, like on certain nights, and there's usually a schedule for this. All of the fish they wash themselves up on the beach to fuck, and what you can do is like they're flopping around like literally like up on the beach, like they'll climb up onto the beach, and you can just walk up to them and just pick them up off the ground.
You just said someone with this skin color has a hierarchy of power.
Yes. I am
Grunions.
a white person, so I
Based
have
on the color of
inherently
your skin.
privilege.
So there's like a donut shop there. There's a donut shop that's open really late. I think they're 24 hours actually. Right there next to the pier where all the grunions come down. I used to go fishing there all the time with my mom. And there's like a burger joint at the end of the pier. You could get like French fries and shit like that from a window. And anyway, so I used to go fishing there with my mom all the time. And there is a donut shop there like there's like a street that's like kind of perpendicular to like the pier, and there's the donut shop there, and right next to the donut shop was a Pokestop. So you could like chill, you can chill there at the donut shop, and then just like have a coffee and a donut, and then you could just farm the fucking Pokemon there.
I said.
You just said it's always been that way. You are this thing because of.
No, I said it's always been, people have always treated others that way.
Aren't you doing that though?
No.
But you just said someone with this skin color has a hierarchy of power.
Yes. I am
are
a
treating
white
them
person,
differently
so I
based
have
on the color of
inherently
your skin.
privilege.
You can judge yourself, but you can't judge others based on the color of skin without being racist.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
true.
I agree. That's not what I said at all.
Wait, what?
You said white people have a automatic
There is a
power.
white privilege. That doesn't mean I'm judging them. Privileged, you having privilege doesn't mean I judge you for that privilege. It's how you use that
You
privilege.
are judging them based on the color of your skin.
I'm not.
How are you arriving at the conclusion that they have privilege then?
Because that's just how it is. That there's no way to arrive to
That's
that.
just how it is.
It's just how it is.
That is.
So
I'm
when
sorry.
people say, well, black people have to use separate water fountains, 'cause
That's just how it is.
Sorry.
If that's how you want to take it, that's how you want to take it.
Impasse.
You don't think you can advance any more on that?
I really don't want to.
All right, well, thank you.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, this is an event that is designed for
Holy
students to come
shit.
together to have difficult conversations
Oh
and
my
disagree.
goodness.
If I'm being too insensitive in this interaction, then what's the point of the event?
Guys, I was against removing the vote from women, but you know what? I'm listening. You know, I'm willing to hear it out at this point. Just a joke. Just a joke. All right. Anyway, that was Warren Smith with another video. That was crazy, actually, man. Holy shit. That's crazy. That people actually think that way. They're always the most racist, aren't they? Oh, it's always the people that are like, I'm anti-racism. They're always the most racist every time.
You've got